Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to try to get through this video. My daycare kids are down for a nap right now, so one of them might start crying, so I'm hoping I make it all the way through. But I wanted to hop on and explain to you guys what I consider newborn essentials. So I am going to be a second-time mom. My baby is due in 3 weeks. And these are things that I found with my first son were like essential. And it's not as many things as you would think or as many things as you see on other YouTube channels. This is also my experience as a daycare provider, so stay tuned. Okay, so my first essential, number one probably on my list, would be a swaddle. Swaddles are so great to help the baby sleep. I really like the Velcro swaddles. It helps to, when you tuck their arms in, it helps them so they don't actually come out. So this is actually a bigger size than newborn size, but we had a newborn size and it's packed away in my hospital bag right now. So I do plan on using it at the hospital. Like I said, it just helps baby to sleep longer, and this was something where when my son didn't have it, his sleep was awful. It helps them feel like they are in the womb still. When they get older, you can move up to a sleep sack. This is a zip-up sleep sack. I really liked this. My son didn't need it anymore. Obviously, after a couple months, you don't swaddle them with their arms tucked in. It could be dangerous once they start to learn to roll in their crib. But my son would kick his blankets off, and he still kind of does at 20 months old, so it just helped him to stay warm, transitioning from the swaddle to the sleep sack. The next thing that I would suggest is lots of zip-up footed PJs. So I don't really leave the house the first couple weeks that my babies are born. This PJ was just perfect. It's easy to zip up. I had some for Graham that actually zipped from, what was it? The zipper was down on the bottom, so I could zip from the bottom up, and those were so awesome. I wish I found some for my baby girl because it made changing diapers really easy. The reason I suggest this is because the diaper changes are much easier when you're in a footed PJ. Just zip up, not a bunch of layers. You just need to get the job done, ladies. Next would be baby mittens. My husband, oh my gosh. Yeah, my husband scratched his face a lot, so he needed baby mittens. I really suggest these for the first few weeks of life because they scratch their face a lot. And when they are first born, their nails are really, really long. So I would suggest bringing these to the hospital with you. These, I didn't have a lot when my son was born, and so we had to go buy some more. So my son struggled really bad with acid reflux when he was born. I thought that there was something really, really wrong. I tried a whole bunch of things. A hack that really saved my sanity in a lot of his outfits were big old burp rags. These are actually cloth diaper inserts, and I like them because you can throw them over your shoulder, and when the baby spits up, it covers a lot of your outfit, the baby's outfit. They have like littler ones, like probably half the size of this one right here, and I just found that it wasn't sufficient for getting all of the spit up, especially because my son spit up a lot. So if you could find long ones like this or these cloth diapers, that is one thing I really, really suggest, and I would say it was an essential. The next thing would be if you plan on nursing, a breast pump. I have a lot of things for nursing that I'm going to cover in my postpartum video that's coming up. So subscribe and like this channel to keep your eyes open for that one. But breast pump, my insurance covered this one. This is the Medela. I really want to get the Spectra. I believe that's what it's called because I heard it's really, it's more efficient in getting all your milk out. But this worked pretty well for me and my son. I would suggest pumping as soon as you can. I know that in the hospital and a lot of lactation consultants and experts say not to pump until your milk supplies come in, your baby's been gaining weight. One thing that I'm going to do with Freya, our baby that's coming, is I'm going to start pumping right when my milk comes in, because generally that's when I'm really engorged. I have a really huge supply, and that's when I can really stock up. So you need to do what's best for you. Obviously talk to your pediatrician, your lactation consultant, but I generally would feed my son on both sides. I will feed my daughter on both sides, and then when she's done feeding, I'll drain the rest of my breast to get that stockpile of breast milk going. And along with that, my husband and I were given this. This was given to me by a daycare parent, and I know a lot of hospitals have this. This is like a cooler for your bottles. I think this is so cool to store extra milk in for a daycare provider or someone who is going to be watching your newborn for an extended period of time. It comes with an ice pack, and I bought glass bottles. These are the Philips Advent glass bottles for our new little one. I did not have these with my son. I used the Dr. Brown's bottles with my son. I used Dr. Brown's because the way the bottle is designed helps a lot with spit up. It has this insert that you can take apart, and it's supposed to really help with bubbles and gas bubbles, and because he struggled so badly with acid reflux, I found these were the ones that work the best. Now, as far as being really nursing friendly, I would not say that this was like at the top of the charts, but he did not have a hard time transitioning from breast to bottle with these Dr. Brown's. But like I said, I did buy some glass bottles for our new little one. I really like Advent bottles because they are nursing friendly. The way the nipple is shaped is really easy, I've heard, to transition from breast to bottle. And I wanted to give glass a try because I thought that, you know, I didn't really have like a 100% reason why. I just thought that it would be nicer for us. I know like a lot of people say, oh, the bottles will get too hot, blah, blah, blah. But I just really think cleaning these would be a lot easier. I hate cleaning plastic bottles. They get really like nasty when they dry out, and you know, even with sanitizing them. This bottle's pretty clean, and it's after me scrubbing it a lot and like getting in there and drying it out. Normally it doesn't look like that. There's water spots, and I just think this is more sanitary too, coming from a daycare provider. Glass always sanitizes easier than plastic. So plus, it's, if you're really into like the eco-friendly environment stuff, glass is the way to go. So next on the list would be a good old-fashioned bathtub. So let me tell you why. This is the one that we ended up buying with our son after we bought the blooming bath. That's the name of it. And I did not like the blooming bath at all because A, it was really, really hard to dry out. B, when your baby's a newborn, they don't have head support, so I felt like I was having to hold my son up and scrub his body while I was holding his head up. Granted, you don't put a lot of water in the bottom when you have a blooming bath, but he just looked very uncomfortable, and he looked cold to me, and it was just a big hassle. I hated drying it out. It would get mold on it. So we went to Walmart and got a good old-fashioned bathtub that just has these little, you know, crevices right here that you can prop onto your sink, and it lays on your sink. This is a newborn insert, and when the baby gets bigger, you just take the insert off and the baby can lay in there like that. I really liked this bathtub. It was like 15 bucks, I want to say, but it was something where I realized I don't have to spend a lot of money for something that's convenient, and this is more convenient than all the fun things they're trying to sell you these days. Okay, so this item is an item I did not have with my son, and I wanted it so badly, and I told my husband with the next baby we are gonna get this no matter what. And this is the Snuggle Me Organic Co-Sleeper. Now I went back and forth between the DockATot and the Snuggle Me Organic, and the reason I finally ended up choosing the Snuggle Me was because the DockATot didn't seem like it squeezed a baby's body as well as the Snuggle Me. The Snuggle Me, you put the baby in and like just like you can see with my hand, it just like forms into my hand, which keeps your baby from rolling, which keeps your baby from really turning side to side. It's breathable material, just like the DockATot. But I found this was safer because the DockATot, when you place your baby in, there's like blow up things on each side, but the baby is not squeezed and hugged like they are in the Snuggle Me. Now, they don't suggest not watching your baby while your baby's sleeping in this. This is like a monitored co-sleeper, same with the DockATot. But I really wanted this because I feel like it's going to save my sanity when it comes to sleeping. My son was an awful sleeper. The sleep sack helped, and I think this will help him to just feel like he's comforted on both sides, it protected in the womb. And okay guys, that's pretty much it. The last thing I'm going to show you, and this is probably like number 2 on my list, is the Fisher-Price Rock and Play Automatic. It sounds like one of my daycare kids is waking up. It really helped my son with acid reflux because he was able to be propped up, and it prevented him from really spitting up a lot. He also slept really well in this. I like it because it's portable and you can transfer it from room to room. I did a whole review on this, so you can look at it in the link below. That's it guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this.